Okay, Rick, this is the Crevalle 25 Bay, and it's the biggest of the boats that we brought out of the three. And when I say big, it's the longest in length, and if you'll notice, it's a lot deeper in the hull. So if it's a boat that has to do a little bit of double duty offshore, this will do it.
Yeah, it's big high bow, which you know I love, Dave. We've been all over that, but wait till you get in this boat. This boat was designed by one of the lead designers with luxury yachts in the country, and you can see it everywhere you go. I'll tell you one thing about this boat, you can't find an uncomfortable place to sit.
All right, she's 25 feet, 6 inches long. She's got about the same beam as the other two boats. Let's get inside. You can show me some of the features you're talking about.
Yeah, but you know, Dave, before we leave this high bow, let's talk about it one more time so people will understand. These high bows are great, but you've got more windage and you draw a little more water. So it depends on what your mission is. But if your mission is a tough 25-foot boat that can go offshore and come in on the flats, stay tuned. You're going to like what you see in this boat. Dave, see what I told you? It would take a yacht architect and engineer to come up with something like this. This is some cool seating up here.
Well, you know, we've tested a lot of bay boats so far in season 1 and now in season 2, and I gotta say, this is definitely the most comfortable up here on the bow. Underneath all these drop-dead, gorgeous, comfortable looks, this boat is all business. You take all the cushions off, you've got a huge casting deck, you got locking rod storage on both sides, and you have dry storage in the center.
You're right, Dave. They maximize their space very well up here with their seat cushions and everything. As you move aft, you've got insulated drink boxes and then insulated live wells to keep your live bait and the release well going. So she fishes good and she's very, very comfortable. Dave, I'm old school. You know I like a white boat, but man, have I fallen in love with these darker colored consoles. They really do make it easier on your eyes. If you combine a darker console with a darker inside of the hardtop, it actually feels cooler with a lot less glare in here.
We know the things that we talk about all the time that I look for, just the little things that a manufacturer does to make their boat just a little bit nicer. Look at the double steps on the console. Every center console boat has one, but to see one with double steps built in like that, that tells me that the manufacturer took that extra time to get it just right.
Well, now he wants to sell it to tall guys and he wants to sell it to me too. That step high up like that is perfect for me. For a 6-foot person, it would be too high. So they really did a good job. Another little bitty thing that you won't notice, a grab rail right there. How many people are sitting here quite often, they don't have any place to hold on? When you're running the boat standing or you're standing next to the captain, it's a perfect place for a grab rail to be.
Well, it really is, because this style seating that they use, we see over and over again. And you know what? It works. It's efficient. You can stand, you can sit, but having a grab bar and having footrest right there at 2 different heights makes this seat much, much more comfortable.
Dave, you know me, this is the heartbeat of any boat. My cockpit and rigging station right here, and they've done it right. It's non-skid, you can cut on it, it's a cutting board surface, holds pliers, has a place to keep anything from falling out of there, drink holders. It's a well thought out rigging station.
Well, underneath there is the cooler that we see on a lot of boats, but what I really like, they've got another cooler aft that's underneath this rear stern seat. That way, if you want to clean it out, you can take the cooler out of the boat with you, or maybe you can take your gear out of the boat if the cooler comes out too. That way you don't have a well that you have to reach in there and clean fish blood out of.
Well, think about it, Dave. What if you're keeping your fish in there, okay? You don't want to drag the fish across the boat to take them to the cleaning station. Just take out the cooler, take your cooler to the cleaning table. Keeps your boat so much cleaner.
Well, I like the innovative features I've seen on this boat. It's a relatively newcomer to the boating industry, but you know what? They've got a great head start because they're doing it right.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you something else about this boat too. It lives up to its namesake. It's tough. It's not called a Crevalle for nothing. You and I don't know a tougher fish than that.
All right, well, now that we've spent a little time on the boat, let's give her a quick recap. Let's just go over some of the features that we really did like about this Crevalle.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is the bow seating. It's different, it's unique, I haven't seen it anywhere else. It is first class comfortable.
Well, it's got 3 live wells too. It's got the one under the front seat that we talked about, but there's 2 additional live wells here in the stern. So a guy that live baits a lot, maybe he wants to carry pilchards and crabs and shrimp all up at the same time, you can do it in this boat.
Dave, when you come aft back here to your 2 back live wells, there's a feature you're really gonna love. You can't get your pogies stuck in the drain. They've got a neat screen that fits the height of the live well, keeps maximum water flow through it, but will not let bait get caught in your drain.
Well, you're always looking for the fishy features. I'm always looking for the family features. I like a molded hardtop. This isn't going to deteriorate. It's not going to be the problems that you have with canvas. And something we're seeing more and more often is having the built-in misters. make a hot day like this, make it much, much more comfortable to stay out there.
Dave, I can handle the misters. I love the lighting, all this. Why do we have to have bigger speakers on all boats now than we have in our cars?
Well, pull up to any sandbar on a Sunday afternoon and you'll answer your own
find out why,
question.
won't you? All in all, I got to tell you, this boat's gorgeous. It's been a pleasure to go through it.